Hey up peeps, welcome back to the Old Yorkshire Gate Tries. Final Fantasy 14 part whichever it is, because I can't bloody remember. Anyway, is it 89? Is it 90? It might be 90 actually. Right, bloody control. There we go, we've got him. Don't know why it keeps needing to do that. Anyway, got to speak with Alfie, haven't we? Recent revelations weigh heavily on Alfie's mind. Except, that's it, we're sorting these people out, aren't we? I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust sickens me. How long do you think they intended to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? Oh, that's right, Omega, that new weapon. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities. You're already well positioned to do so. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Carter know. Begone, Welt. Who's this? Sultan Sworn Squire. This is no place for children. I'm sorry. Oh, it's Elle. What's wrong, Elle? Ellie? I was looking for you, mister. You said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? So you visited Stone's Throw as well, I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places there might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really? You'll help me look? Of course, but first I must needs finish speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by that pillar over there. We require a moment. Okay, mister, I'll be waiting. Apologise for the bottom right hand corner of the screen. I'm trying out some new recording software and for some reason I can't get rid of that. On the old one I used to be able to just slide it across to my second monitor, but on this you can't for some reason. Oh well, never mind. I'll take her to the quicksand. Maybe Mom and Dad will know what to do. A legion of Garleans, an Ether-starved primal, even dealing with an Askian would be preferable to this charade. Sometimes I fear Minchfiller is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources. Mayhap the time has come for a change. No, I'm not taking a place. Albert, this is Minchfiller. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. The situation in the 12 has taken a turn for the worse. I'll explain once you arrive. I'm running a bit thin now. Can't help every bugger. Then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed. Leaves the sylphs go, albeit you know as well as I do that the appearance of a primal takes precedence. When you arrive, do inform the antecedent that while I'm grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. Blah de blah de blah. Quest accepted. Right, so where have I got to go? Rising Stones, Mordona. Yeah, I changed my software because it's okay with this, but on, I think it was Far Cry, Halo, and the new Cyberpunk I'm doing, whenever I do any editing, it goes out of sync, so I couldn't put titles or anything on it. But the actual recordings were fine, and I couldn't get my head round it. So I bought some new software, and it works. For now. We shall see. Bloody costs money to do all this, doesn't it? I know, you're going to say, get some free software. I tried that OBS, I couldn't get to grips with it. Gotta remember, I'm a thick bugger, I am. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. So I wanted something where you just press a couple of buttons, and that's it. And this, I think it's called Mavivo or something. That seems to work alright. Right, here we go, Minge Filler. It is a relief to see you healthy and hale, Albert. Oh no, it is. Come on, love, let's get it on. The latest news from Uldar was most disturbing. Go on, Albert. Put the charm on. Clearly, the only injury Alfie suffered was his ego. Doubtless, it will heal ere long. The other signs will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready, I'll summon them. What we got in this bag of tricks? Wristlets. Direct hit rate. That's the one you need to go for, and that's that. Well, I'm not interested in strength. Dexterity. Quest complete. So I just hope this recording goes alright. Accept. Thank you for responding. Rest assured, I would not have summoned you were it not agent. To business then. Received disturbing news from the Twin Adders. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the primal Ramu. I'm sorry, may have, then it is not certain. The elder Seedseer informs us that the elements themselves murmur of the Lord of Elvin's return to the forest, Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, antecedent, but the fact need not contradict the element's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Ramu is reputed to act only in the defence of his children. I imagine he would soon take his presence known if we were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs. The abruptness of this development concerns me, were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements. If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon, you foresaw this and did naught to prevent it? Oh God, here we go. There's rumbling in the ranks. I suppose I could have reported things to Minchfield earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around. They already summoned Ramu once right after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came trampling through the forest. And so long as Castrum Orient stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement, the actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintained that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like that the Sylphs perceive this panicking migration as yet another invasion. I am put in mind of Tartan and the kobolds once again. Yeah, come on, stop waffling. One cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilising influence of mankind. Albert, go and sort it out, son. Might one has treated so fruitfully in the past, not achieve similar success. If Ramu can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of summoning. A fond hope, were such a thing possible, but maybe this time we can. Let us continue this discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected. The Elder Seed Seer has requested your personal involver, Albert. Oh. Steel yourself for the worst, Wally. Oh, yeah. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Just get a room for you and Albert. Right, speak with Volsei Hula Hoops at the Adder's Nest. Oh, I can go straight back there, can't I, for free? Yes. Let's go and see Hula Hoops, see what he's got to say. Might as well nip round to Archery Place while I'm there, see if they've got any new ones. Right. If I remember which way it is, this way. Porcelain, you're right, cocker. Must be getting bored stood there all the time. Nope. Okay, go back out. The old cantaloupe out there. Alright, pal. Actually, is Adder's Nest on here? Yeah. Still haven't got the pot on this one yet. Need to get that one. Right, where is it? Where are you, pal? Oh. It is further than I thought. I was looking at the wrong thing. No change there. We're way up. Oh, still looking very festive. Oh, very nice. Right, over the bridge. Where am I going? The Adder's Nest, where is it? Ah, bloody hell. Adder's Nest, here we are. Where's Hula Hoops? Inside. Ah, there he is. Your arrival has been most anticipated. Appearance of a primal. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, I know none more qualified. Yeah, speak with the Elder Seedsayer at the Lotus Stand, which is oh god. Right, so that way. Do 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 do. Let me in. Come on, get some battling doing.
Scions of the seventh dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramuh is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace.
Hey, you alright, Sprout?
Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramuh is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations.
Right.
The Twelveswood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramuh himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
Hey, got a happy Sprout.
You have my thanks. Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands Veorzia shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Right. Off to Little Solace then. Yeah, here we go. Speak with the Serpent Lieutenant at Little Solace. Hawthorne Hut. Might nip and see the Bard while I'm there. See if he's got out. If I can remember which way to go to get him. Oh no, it was South Shroud, wasn't it, where I went last time? Yeah, it weren't here. Oops. Doing it again. Nope. Where are we going? Shrink the map down a bit that way. Get me Choco. It's behind you, Albert. Private Rusty Nuts, I was told to expect you. I understand you go to treat with the Primal Remo himself. An unenviable task, but for one which I have no doubt you're well suited. Been told that your fellow Scions are conducting an investigation, that we might ascertain the location where the Lord Levin might be found. I would ask that you abide here until they return. And what we got in this one then? Armorlay, what? Oh, bracelets. Intelligence, vitality, direct hit rate, critical hit. There we go. What's he got? I was told that a messenger would be sent. As they finished, I do not imagine it will be much longer. Ah, here we go. Alright, Sprout. This one returns with good tidings. They finish the searching. Identify the location. Your town is impeccable. Might you be so kind as escort this good man to the fellow Scions? This one's pleasure. Okay. Request accepted. Follow the Sprout. Speak with Maxio. Oh, it's right up there. Yeah. Alright, get on me, Choco. Where is it? Over there. No, not interested in a fate. Here it is. Wise ones venture deep within the Southlands. These ones must proceed carefully. Keep an eye out for touched ones. Speak with Maxio again. Oh, I thought I was on my chicken then. Oh, bugger. Try to do it without getting into trouble. Never mind. Done it. Right, Maxio. What you got for me, son? This one is more sorry. Can't go any further. Draw too close to Lord Romo. Might turn like the touched ones. This one will say farewell. Find the wise ones not far from here to the south. Go in safety. Ah, Papalymo. Here you all are. So it's actually you. I'm relieved. I thought they were dealing with another one of these confounded tricksters. I swear with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics, it's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it's quite the ordeal. You've just seen the look on Ishtalla's face when the one impersonating you suddenly showed up. That's quite enough, Papalymo. My apologies, it's not like me to ramble so. Anyway, as I was saying, I've finished measuring etheric activity. Pleased to say I've reached an indisputable conclusion, to wit that Ramu was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph's Aetheryte. Come Albert, the Lord of Levin, awaits. Who did that? Got any weed killer? A violet screech. You're going down. Right. Chocobo. Get off, because I'm going to get some shit round here, aren't I? Here we go.
Ainora betrays thee, servant of hiding.
Oh, Lord Ramu, I guess.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan.
Yep, that's me.
I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs? The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
Okay.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from at home.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramuh, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Investigate the area. Streaking. Right, I've done that. Use the duty finder to confront. Right, okay. Right. Striking tree. Join. So let's pause it. Right, here we go. One missing. Come on. There we go. Well, that was a long wait. Over half an hour, that was. Getting hungry now. Missed me lunch. I was just about to buy some high potions as well. Never mind. Right, try not to die. Or fall off a cliff. Ouch. Thank you. Come on, get rid of Ramuh. Oh, he's a tough bugger. Whoa. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouchie. Ah, bugger. Thank you. Ouch. Hey! Please say that's over, because that was bloody difficult. Well done, team. Awesome. Thanks for whoever it was for. God, these people must type fast.
I have taken thy measure, bring. And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin, a regrettable act. In witnessing thy struggle, the truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Assyrians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Right, back to the Rising Stones then, I guess. And off we go. Right, Chocobo. Private Rustinus, return day, Askar Rama received your visit. He challenged you to a test. It is well then that you have some experience in the matters. The people of both Gridania and Little Solace will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Living has accepted you as the forest champion of peace. You have performed a monumental duty. The Elder Seedseer must be informed of your deeds at once. The Elder Seedseer will wish to hear of your experiences firsthand. Pray return to Gridania and make direct... Yeah, okay. So, I can't do it yet. Hang on. 120 seconds. Awesome. What items you got? Normal potions. Not interested. actually. Didn't do that again. Didn't have my thingies on me, did I? Eat some food again. Go on, 52 seconds. God, these are dragging. Like waiting for a kettle to boil. "29 seconds, 28. Oh, nearly there, nearly there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back to Gridania and speak with Canny Senna. See what she has to do and then probably end it there for today. That's another, what they call them, primal gone. Come on, let me in. Yeah, let me in. Yeah, I was talking about typing fast, the box on the left when you're in a group. God, take me ages. Type all stuff like they do. Here we go.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this. I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
Ramuh
made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Carteneau, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eorzea must be as one, yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
Okie doke.
Lord Ramuh has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Come on, load up. Limo. Thus ends another daunting mission. I'd hoped Lord Ramuh could be persuaded, but nonetheless I can only admire the adroitness with which he responded. It seems that Urianga too was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Albert? Shall we gather back at the Rising Stones and ponder the lessons of the day? Speak with Minchville at the Rising Stones. Lord Donor. Right, go and see what Our Lady's got to say. Where is it? Ah, this one, isn't it? Do 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 do. See what Minchville has got to say. That should take us up to the hour. Welcome back. Word of your momentous encounter. Proceed you. I would fain share news of mine own, but Urianga's discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascians' immortality. Let us assemble and discuss these observations together. Complete.
If everyone is ready, let us begin. Urianger, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'ashtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic.
So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior. Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm. In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called Immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin Elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits, should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth a distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a Crystal of Darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection,
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldesion. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Oh, here we go. Here's the baddies. The Lord of Levin is returned to the Ether, as was Leviathan before him. Ramuh's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Whirl and Levin all have now been humbled by the Bringer of Light. The limitless potential of man, Hydaelyn's servant, grows mightier by the day. Yet he prospers at great cost to his mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masters survived the rejoining, but their souls have grown weak and wan. Yet even as it enervates, the ardour empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted and forge the final key. And that is the task to which we bend our every effort. Divine seeds were ever wont to quicken in Eorzea's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hands shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. Okay, got it. Good. Quest complete. Right, and that is where we'll leave it there then. Right, so as always, thank you for the views, always much appreciated, and until next time, I'll see you.